FPL lovers, welcome to the Focus Shed. It's Thursday night. I've done it again. I've clicked that microphone button not on when I needed to. So frustrating. Anyway, welcome to the transfer show. Got lots to get through tonight. I've made a list. So if you're new to the channel and you've not been here before, then we will try and stick to this as close as we can. We do tend to go off on tangents. Hopefully you can hear me now. That should be much better. It looks like you can on my own. Cheers, Josh, mate. So yeah, gonna have a quick look at the league because we've now got 31 people in the league, which is just amazing. Thank you. The more people we get, the better analysis we have going forward. Now the Premier League is back. Gonna have a look at who's been transferred in, who's been transferred out amongst the masses. See what we think of those. Have a quick sort of like summary. I'm gonna look at any suggestions you've got for me for my transfers because I haven't got a full team this week. I'm quite lucky. I've got 9 starting players, 2 transfers, but I have the conundrum. The players I want to bring in and I'm planning to bring in aren't playing this week. And the players I would get rid of equally aren't playing this week. So, yeah, a little bit of a conundrum about what I do there. 1 or 2 ideas, but nothing is concrete whatsoever yet. But like I say, I'm working tomorrow. I'm not going to be home till 6:30. If you don't realise, the deadline is, let me just confirm this, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, 6:30 tomorrow evening, because we have Friday night games. So that is why I'll be doing my business, because I don't reckon I'll be home till about 6:15. Friday night traffic, M6. Could be later, who knows. So yeah, that's my current team as it stands. 0.5 in the bank with 2 free transfers. The other thing I want to do, by the way, if we've got time, throat's not too hoarse, then I thought maybe, and this could be worth sticking around for, is maybe we could try and build a wildcard team together. I mean, I'm not on a wildcard this week. I've already used mine, but I know a lot of you people are. If you like the thought of that, let me know. Finish my coffee and then I got some ice water to go. What are we saying, Josh, mate? Yeah, you took a -4 already. Done your transfers. 7 for Gross to Rashford. Fair dues. Rashford, United aren't playing though. Oh, mate. I bet you are. I'm not going to use that word just because I haven't ticked that box about the family friendly. But yeah, I would be feeling exactly that. Oh. Have you used your wild card already? Can't remember, mate. I don't think you have you? Just a thought. Right, anyway, what am I going to? Look at the league. Let's have a look at the league because, like I say, 31 people in the league now. Find out who really loves it. We do have somebody who's joined, Cannibal FC. We're going to have a look at their team in a minute. Alexander Yesman, thank you very much for joining. The better players we get in this league, the better, absolutely, for all of our analysis to help us all. The higher the scores, oh, fantastic. I will close the league, just for those who don't know, after basically New Year. So 1st of January, league will be shut. Anybody who's joined in then, I'm going to put some sort of prize together, see how we do. Big Nose Monkey on top. Yes, mate. Let's have a look at your team. You've got a rank. I was looking before. Wow, no points. Crazy week, mate. Edison, Alexander-Arnold, Williams, Trippier. How long have you been on Trippier for? Only that week. Fair dues. Malacia. Fair play. Fair play. By the way, this week, Dom, XD Miners, Akinzu. Okay, mate, let's have a look then. You're beating me then. So let's just go down so I don't miss anybody out. So yeah, massive welcome, Alexander, Big Nose Monkey, whatever I should call you. Brian, Mark, let's have a look. Ivan Abu He was on the stream last week. Nice one, mate. I just think only 0 points. Yes, mate, but you were game week ranked #1 in the world. I was too. So that's a stinker. Who's Josh? Here we go, mate. Here's your team. Josh straight in at 7th, mate. 372 points. Walker, is he still injured? Didn't John Stones look good last night in that right back position while we're talking about it? Not just for his goal, because before that he kept trying to get in those positions. Because I remember watching him, because I remember he played right back for Everton like a couple of times, and it just wasn't his position. He was a centre back, and that's all he wanted to be. But my God, it's like he looked over the pitch and went, right, that's what Cancelo does. I've got to try and do something similar. And yeah, I thought he nailed that position last night, and I think he could be in competition for Walker. What do you think? You were 376. Also consider I was on 40 last year. Nothing used. You haven't used your wild card or free hit yet. Oh mate, I used my wild card week 2. Right, what are we looking at? Right, who else joined the league? Just to give a nice welcome. If I missed anybody out, I do apologise. Usama, I said hello to you last week, I think. Levi Alone 11, yeah, it's a new team. Welcome, Levi. Tom Stone, new team. Murder on Zidane's floor, love it. Daniel Strike, Mikhail Bublé. Robert Simpkins with Royal Horse 11. Very topical at the moment. Rest in peace, Queenie. Sam McKenna, SKB 22, welcome. Witness Warriors, close to here, not far away. Gareth Roll, welcome, mate. And I think Hidden Talent FC, welcome to you too. So yeah, thanks for joining. I'm not going to use tonight massively to do a league analysis because it's about transfers, and this is where we're at. Maybe we'll look and see who people were transferring out last week quickly in a bit. But let's go straight and have a look and see who is the most transferred in and out players. Now, I don't know all of this. I've had a quick look last night. So most transferred in, Trippier. I was reading a tweet before. Oh, I wish I remembered who it was. Saying that he hasn't got an assist this year. Crate Digger, FPL Crate Digger. No assists, but goals and clean sheets and bonus potential, of course. Not bad fixtures neither. Bournemouth, Fulham, Brentford. That'll be tougher, I think. Full away, I don't think that's as easy a fixture as we once thought it was. Oh. So Trippier, Pope as a goalkeeper. I have contemplated bringing Pope in myself. I'm not as convinced by Newcastle's fixtures. What have we got on the old fixture difficulty rating? Let's go on to the Fancy Premier Tools website and get the fixture difficulty planner up. Fulham is hard, isn't it? Mitrovic. Do you think Mitrovic is going to keep on returning? Because there's a part of me that they've got good fixtures coming up, and having owned Mitrovic previously, is he just on a really good spell? Because I remember my analysis of him when I owned him 2 years ago, was it? 3 years ago? I remember saying at the time that he got lots and lots of shots away, which he is doing, but they just weren't of great quality. Is he just in a purple patch? And nothing, nothing more. Or is this set to continue? Right, let's go for the next. What game week are we in? 9. Let's go for the next 7 game weeks. No, let's go for the next 8. Boom, 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 boom. And we're looking at defence. Fair play Newcastle in the next 10 game weeks. If you're looking for somebody from now until wildcard time or unlimited free transfers, whatever it's called, then yeah, I suppose according to the fixture difficulty rater on Premier Fantasy Tools, Newcastle, West Ham, Everton. I can't believe Everton have moved up. And now Pickford's injured, so I wouldn't go with that. Just be careful on that one. Although Begovic's not a bad keeper either, to be fair. Just Sigana Gay's there now. Things are changing. What's my team this week? I'll go back and have a quick look in a minute at the rest of it, mate. Have you done your transfers yet? I haven't done them, no. They're for tonight. Let's have a look at my transfers. Let's keep that where it was a second. Let's start again there. Let me tell you what I'm thinking then. So I have got 0.5 in the bank, and herein lies my dilemma. Let me take a sip of water before this. Now, the players I'm thinking of bringing in are taking Trent out. And this isn't this week, by the way, but this is like my sort of plans before all this kicked off. The Silver out. And I'm bringing in a cheeky punt on Anthony. Or another, possibly. But in defence, going to Dalot. Got some great stats, and yeah, I think I can rotate between him, Patterson, possibly Nico Williams from time to time as a backup, and have Cancelo and James as my main leading men in defence. I think that's a really good three to sort of like rotate between, and those two just play every game because they can return in any game basically. And that's my sort of plan. But obviously opportunity to do other stuff with that £3 million, but that was basically what I was thinking of doing and move into a 3-4-3. But obviously this week now, fixtures, no fixture. We're in game week 8, aren't we? I've got game week 9 written on the bloody thumbnail. Damn it. Oh well, these things happen. Wishing the season away. Game week 9, Man City. So that's not a good one to bring them in for either, to be fair. But then, you know, I think Patterson's got a better fixture, if I remember rightly. Southampton away. So he could play that one. Or Nico Williams. And because I need to take the money out of the defence to then reinvest it here in midfield. And I think that gives me a sort of strong lineup with a cheeky punt, but I don't know. That was what I would. If everybody was playing this week, I think that's what I'd be doing. 0.5 in the bank. The other thing I looked at, and I don't know if it's changed, was just maybe doing the one transfer this evening. So let's go on to what I thought of doing this evening then, because that obviously can't happen now. Let's put it back. So there's a reset button, isn't there? Let's just do that. So, what I've thought of doing this evening, basically I won't change it around, but Sanchez, I was thinking of doing to Pope last night because I've got the 0.5 million in the bank. But, I don't know, I just looked at the next few fixtures and I wasn't that keen on them. Then that fixture difficulty, that's got me thinking, because I am looking obviously to game week 16. Bournemouth, Fulham, Brentford, United, Everton, Tottenham, Villa. Let's make this a bit bigger so we can see. Chelsea, Southampton. See, there's a couple of tough ones there. I don't think that Fulham away fixture is as easy as you think, but Brentford and then Man United. Hopefully Big Dom's back by game week 12. I don't know. So anyway, I didn't go for that transfer, as you can see. He's still in my team. Still got Sanchez. He is on a blank this week. How my team looks lining up at the moment when I pick my team. If I take everybody out, which I have done, who's benched, I have 9 players. Sorry, 10 players. So there's only like, I don't know, it could be any of these. 1 player to replace. But if I'm going to sell any of these, Zaha, I just don't see why I would do that, as much as I've talked about it. Look at those fixtures. He's had the form. He's got the fixtures. Perfect. Or is he a trap? Is he still a trap? Is he going to let me down again? But yeah, no, so I've got no reason to get rid of Zaha. Alexander-Arnold is the one. But like I say, my player to bring him in for him is Dalot. Let's go and see some statage for defenders. And I'll show you for why. Maybe we'll uncover something else. Right, let me just have a quick read of the comments before I go looking at these stats, because I don't want to miss out on what people are saying. Don't drop Arnold. My start this week. What's we say? You're a Fulham fan. Oh, that's great, mate. Confirm that he is a Tiger. He is a much better player in Marco Silva's system than Scott Parker. Fair dues. Mitrovic. That is daft for me. See, Marco Silva seems to be doing really well for you, doesn't he, to be fair, mate? I mean, we had him as manager. I just don't know if he was given the opportunity in the end. I mean, I don't know. I think I called for his head at the time, to be honest with you. But anyway. So do you think I should be like targeting Mitrovic? Because I know he's in a lot of teams. He's in your team, isn't he, mate? Let's have a look. He's got to be if you're a Fulham fan, and he's doing that well. No, he's not. That's interesting. Andreas, though. Have you had him and sold him? No. That's just not your structure. Fair dues. Ranked 159k. Very respectable this time of the year, mate. From Sweden. Is that right? Is that the Swedish flag? Oh, God, I hope it's not wrong. I'm not the best with flags. Oh, is it Norway? Oh. Do apologise. Or is it Denmark? No, it's not Denmark. Or is it? -4 to Isak. Don't know, mate. I don't know about Isak. I was seeing he scored 6 goals, 32 appearances last season with a heat map all over the place. Who was that Hindu monkey? FPL Twitter. Although he did also comment that it was better for his nation, his heat map, but for the club he played for last season, he was all over the place. Denmark, sorry, mate. I do apologise. I did say Denmark in the end. My brother went to Denmark when he was little. I say little, like young teenager, and he brought me back a little patch. Because I collected so-on badges at the time, and he brought me back one of the Danish flag, and that is what I was thinking of when I said it at the end. Alright, let's go and read some comments. Let's go, because I'm missing some. I do go all over the place, by the way. Regulars will know this. Used your free transfer, Josh. Tony to Mitrovic. So you've gone to Mitrovic. Fair dues, and he's returning every week. You guys are both above me, so you know. What's your team? I'm a Fulham fan. Don't drop Arnold. Josh reckons. What do you reckon, big Mr. Monkey? You've got Alexander-Arnold too, yeah. That was a draft for you. You prefer Dalot instead? James, keep Arnold. No, I can't get rid of James, mate. No, not at 6 million. Not when he's playing right wing back now. Definitely not. Or if he does, not in this. No, not under Potter. No, he's going to be massive for him. As long as he doesn't get injured. Keep Anthony. Oh, mate, I can't keep a Trent and Anthony. One replaces the other. But neither of those are going to happen this evening, I wouldn't have thought, to be honest with you. You think Isaac's a great punt? Could well be. Debating a -4, Jesus. No, don't take -4. Take Jesus out, mate. That's not a. I don't think that's a great idea. Unless he's on a blank, I can't remember now. I'm going to transfer Archer for Mitrovic and Salah for someone else, but I don't know who. Midfielders, Pope is good, so we could easily get a 12-pointer. Yeah, but Sanchez, he'll still do all right, won't he? No, Salah's gone, mate. Salah's history. He's FPL history. Not a blue nose. Of course I am. Right. What am I doing? I'm going to go and look at some players. See who's doing well. You're not sure. We'll look at midfielders. Big nose, definitely. But I wanted to show you why. Let's get back to the lot is the one for me, and why I think bringing him in is the best idea. To be honest with you, expected assist. Let's have a look. Here we go. Third. Above, obviously not as good as Nico Williams, but I think he's got better players up front to put that ball away from him. 4.5 still. So expected assist is right up there. Played every single game. All minutes. He's had 4 shots. He's had the same amount on target as Nico Williams. Inside the box. 1 big chance. Expected goals. Put that. 3rd as well. So he's 3rd for expected assists and 3rd for expected goals. And I think United are just going to get better under Ten Hag, to be honest with you. So I know you're a United fan, Josh. So that for me is the transfer I'm going to be doing. I am going to be putting him in my defence, without a doubt. And obviously I can go straight to him from one of my 4. Where's my team gone? Let's go to my team here. Obviously I can go straight to him from either Patterson or Nico Williams. Got 0.5 in the bank. That's not a problem. Doesn't help me this week though. But he is the defender I'm bringing in without doubt. Next week, and unless I need to raise funds this evening, which then that is where Alexander Arnold may come in, or Zaha possibly, I suppose. Couple of midfield targets you'd like me to go through, right, mate? Go on, stick them up. Maybe Bowen. So I've seen a couple of ones that are out there. People are starting to look at Bowen because the fixtures are turning. Starting to look at Maddison because better fixtures. Let's look at attack. So Brentford have got some good fixtures. This is up to game week 16. Man City, Leicester, Newcastle, Tottenham, then Fulham, Bournemouth, Everton, Villa, West Ham, Arsenal. Look at that, not as good. It's time to cash in on them, is it? Maybe it's time to sell up. Maybe. Right, just this game here, right? You want to get Ward-Prowse, mate? I think he's like a constant deliverer, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's gonna tick if he's like an enabler, if you like. He's gonna get your points every so often. I think it's a given, but Let's have a look and see. Let's go to midfielders. So that was my defender. So let's look at mids now. This, by the way, fantasyfootballhub.co.uk. I'm not a patron, don't get any money for it or anything like that, but they are kindly giving me permission to share this within my videos for you guys to see. And obviously, if you do want to subscribe, there is a link below for it. So midfielders, game week range. So let's go for the whole season. So expected goals. I know it's not the only stat. We'll look at a few as we go, but we've got Zaha coming in at the top. Gordon, see, I am interested in bringing Gordon in. I did look to see if I could squeeze him in last night. So that's in my thoughts as well. Because look at his expected goals. He's up there. He's scored 2 as well. Martinelli, Zaha, already got him in my team. He's out injured. Not interested in Brighton, certainly not this week. Still doing well, 39 points. It's got McAllister at £5.6 million, has more points than Mo Salah at 12.9. That's crazy. That's crazy. I expect it to change, by the way. I do. I think he'll a patch of form very shortly, possibly starting this week, due to the fact everyone's sold him. Expected assists. Look at this. Kevin De Bruyne 3.66. You can see why everybody's bringing him in. Gross 2.67. Harrison, Martinelli. Right, let's have a look and see what we're talking about here. So, where does Ward-Prowse come on this list? Let's up the numbers. Does he come in the top 20? There he goes. That's about 11th. That was 11th, wasn't it? So expected assist, Ward-Prowse. It's whether the people on the other end are going to convert them. 6.5 million. He's on 23 points at the moment. Is there better value for his current return? That would be my only question. What are the fixtures like? I mean, you're top of the league, mate. I'm coming to you for advice. Who am I looking at? Oh, my word. Ward-Prowse. So Southampton. 11th in the attacking fixtures. Aston Villa, Everton, Man City, West Ham, and then Bournemouth. Finishing up with Liverpool game week 16 away. I just want to get Mitrovic, mate. I think as a Fulham fan, you have to move heaven and earth to get Mitrovic. Yeah. That would, if that was like Calvert-Lewin, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I'm already looking at the words. I'm already considering Calvert-Lewin. Do you know what I mean? He's got to do well though before he goes in the team. I'm strict this season on the Everton players. It's my downfall in case you're new to the league. Let's have a look. But Gordon, I think I do like. Where does Gordon come on the expected assists? See, he's not looking there. There he comes. Much further down the list. 1.2. This is total. 22 points, but he's definitely improved as the season's gone on. That's without a doubt. That is somebody who's watched every single Everton game so far this season. And I do expect him to be getting more opportunities, if I'm going to be totally honest. Idrissa Gana Gueye looks an even better player than when he played for us before, and he only played half an hour, admittedly, but he's slotted right back in, and I see us conceding less goals, and I see like the likes of Onana and Iwobi feeding them, yeah, playing in a higher position now, you know, starting those attacks, feeding Gordon, feeding Gray, feeding Calvert-Lewin, more pay. That's how I see things working. Hopefully, that's my Man United are the best. That one's up for debate, mate. Got to be honest. Okay, I'll look at kids. If I sell Salah for this game work, you're going to have 10 million. Almiron could be great. Oh, mate, if loads of money, that, innit? If only United were playing. I am, in the back of my mind, the United player I've got my eye on is Fernandes. But maybe Anthony's the one. We shall see. Or is he just a shiny new thing? Okay, could you take minus 40, then get Mitrovic and Isak? I mean, go to Jesus, Nick. Isak this week. Salah to Bowen. Wow. That could pop Isak easily. 2 goals plus Mitrovic. Easy guaranteed goal against Forest. Although there is a part of me that says he's due a blank as well, mate, because he does keep scoring. I don't think he can keep doing it. I think Almiron as a £5 million player is not the worst. Not the worst shout if it's an enabler, like a bench player and not like an upgrade. On a De Silva, for example. Should we compare some players? Who do you want me to compare? Let's go into the compare players, because you're talking about Ward-Prowse. So let's have a look at Ward-Prowse. That's the man you've put up. Don't forget, guys, this is only so far this season. Obviously, you've got your own eye test to go from as well. And let's compare him to Gordon. Totally different players, as you can see. Different stats there. In terms of, let's look at the numbers. Points, there or thereabouts, either or. But the goals, obviously, I'm assuming Ward-Prowse's was his free kick. Gordon has obviously scored from free play. And like I say, I think there's going to be more opportunities moving forward for him. He's been our battler. He's been coming back all the time to get the ball. So much energy. He's got so much energy, but he's been using so much coming back, fighting for the balls. I'm hoping that fight is going to be met by other people, and we're going to be playing a bit more on the front foot moving forward. As you can see, his expected points are higher, so he could have done better. Certainly could. His first couple of games, a couple of his finishing was lousy. Expected goal, look at the difference there, 3.1 versus 0.3. Goals for midfielders a gold dust. He's had 3 big chances compared to 0. 13 shots in the box. 13 shots on target. I'm almost talking myself into signing Gordon here. I see he's played most on the left. Ward-Prowse all over the pitch. Mostly on the right. But lots of crosses. Whether we've got strikers finishing for Southampton. Let's look at the fixtures. Now with this fixture difficulty thing, one thing I really do like about it is you can drag the teams around. So let's compare Everton to Southampton. As we can see, in offence, Everton have got like the 8th most favourable fixtures over the next 10 game weeks. West Ham, Southampton, United, Tottenham, Newcastle. Southampton 11th. Not loads in it, but they do play City and Liverpool both away. Wouldn't be expecting too many returns for Southampton there for Ward-Prowse, but I suppose if anybody's going to return for them against them, it's him with a set piece. Whereas we, as in Everton, have got the toughest game we've got, according to this, Tottenham away in the next 10 games. So I think I'm going to go and sign Anthony Gordon. I do. By the way, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. I have now got to 85 subscribers. The target's 100 for now, because when I hit 100, I am going to write and create and play on one of the guitars. You haven't seen this one? Maybe I'll get this electric bad boy out. Hey, you haven't seen this one, have you? My good friend Paul made this. Yes, that's beauty, isn't it? Look at that bad boy. Oh, beautiful. Yes. Maybe I'll play it on that one. But yes, that's the plan. I'm going to write and create some sort of FPL song. I could drop Zaha to Gordon and Darwin to Mitrovic. Mate, Darwin isn't leaving my team. Let me go through my players and what I think about them all then. So, Sanchez, happy to transfer, but it's not top of the agenda for me. Brighton have got some good fixtures, I think. Defence, not too bad. We're on 13th. Maybe it's time to get rid. Liverpool City, maybe that could be a transfer. Newcastle first. Maybe I should bring Pope in. Probably should have done it last night, though, if I was going to do that. Maybe I will. Let's keep thinking. Let's keep thinking. So that's a possibility. Ward stays 4 million. James stays happy, going nowhere. Patterson, possibly with Pickford out, but not top of the agenda, nowhere near. Very possibly, if I need money tonight, he could be the one that goes. I could even take a hit tonight. I've taken no hits at all this season. Lots of people taking hits this week, so it might not be the worst time. Nico Williams, I'm happy to see him go, to be honest with you. It's not the end of the world to keep him in for my team. Look at how he's been performing. This was the haul that we were going to get for him, and he got 4 points, and that, that's not a haul. That's not. He may be having some great stats, but it's not the end of the world not to have Nico Williams in my team when I've got Nathan Patterson playing so well and has nailed down that right back spot without a doubt. Cancelo, anybody who's doubted him, did you see that cross last night? What a beauty. Outside of the boot. Oh, I love that stuff, mate. And yeah, no, he goes nowhere from my team. I'll tell you that for nothing. And neither does his counterpart, De Bruyne, in midfield, because he is looking formidable too. Simple as that. He's up there, assists, like we've seen, he's got the highest expected assists at the moment, and he's got the best finisher in the Premier League at this moment in time there to put them away for him. I'm going to have a drink. My voice is getting a bit hoarse. Excuse me. I didn't get me vape, did I? Annoying. So yeah, he goes nowhere. Andreas, very happy with him. He goes nowhere. Zaha, up for debate. Da Silva, quite happy to let him go, but not desperate. But if I wanted to upgrade my team, then he could be someone to bring in. They're playing Tottenham this week. If I wanted to keep all my players who are blanking, for example. Martinelli, going nowhere. Jesus, going nowhere currently, but could well go somewhere at some point soon. Darwin, I am keeping Darwin. I know Yotta's back. I And didn't look too bad there either, to be fair. But then when Darwin came, I don't think you'll be able to keep this man down. I don't, and I think I took him in. I lost points by bringing him in and transferring Tony, and I think I need a return from him, at least a few returns to make up for that. And I think they're coming, and I think that is a transfer I don't need to make. Yes, he's not playing this week, but he will be playing the week after. And fixtures: Arsenal, Man City, Brighton. No. Almost don't want to admit I'm wrong by bringing him in, maybe. What do people think? Cancelo's amazing. Yeah, agreed, Josh. Paul's bad boy. Yeah, mate. It is, isn't it? You play the drums? Nice one, mate. Happy days. We could drop Zaha to go and Darwin to Mitrovic. Ratcher has a hat coming. He's phenomenal this year. He has looked sharper, mate, hasn't he? Ward, Prowse and Gordon. Let's go back to that. We didn't finish that. Told you I like to digress. Shots on target. Touches in the box. Final third passes. A lot more from Ward Prowse. He's more the creator. Look, loads more. 54 crosses. Wow, and only 1 assist. Now, is he bad at crossing? Or is the striker bad at putting away? Oh my God! Imagine he needs a big move somewhere, doesn't he? 54 crosses this season so far. 15 chances created. Expected assist 1.7. Yeah, man, in a big team, he's going to do well, isn't he? He's going to do really well. Sign him up, Frank. Be a good signing, he would. Anyway, I think I really don't know what to do. So, players I'm happy to let go are. See, I want to keep Zaha. He's got the fixtures. Yeah, no, I'm keeping Zaha. That feels like a forced move and one I might live to regret. I'm happy to see Trent go. Maybe I need to do it for some funds, and then I bring in Gordon here. I do love an Everton player in my team, I've got to be honest. Who else compares up to... let's open another fan. Let's keep that up. Let's go back to midfielders. Let's look, actually. Let's just have a look at the last 3 games as a comparison. Tielemans. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Top of the list for expected assists. Gross. Still in form. Not there this week. Not a consideration. Martinelli got Gundogan done on full up on City. Chelsea. Did somebody say they had £10 million? Sterling. Anyone for Sterling? Aubameyang coming up soon. Maybe he's going to be a beneficiary of these high expected assists. How's it look for the last 2 game weeks? De Bruyne, Rashford, Gross, Gundogan, Longstaff, Neto. 2 game weeks is a bit too short, isn't it? Let's go back to the season. It's only 6 game weeks. Right. Sterling Fernandez. Oh, I'd so love to have Fernandez on form at 9.8 million. The Fernandez who can do what he can do. Him in tandem with a City player. Captaincy. home advantage. Oh, been dreaming of that for 3 seasons. Hasn't quite worked out yet. Sterling, Fernandez, Salah, Harrison, Leeds. Highest unexpected points: Martinelli, De Bruyne, Gross, Salah, Zaha, Gordon. I think Gordon's a good signing, man. Bonus points: Gross, but we're not getting him this week. Odegaard, fixtures are turning for Arsenal. Still, if they're title contenders, does that matter? Maybe I'm overlooking Odegaard here. Martinelli. Højbjerg. Anyone for Højbjerg? Rashford. I think Rashford's a good shout, but just not this week. Zaha feels like a force out. I want to keep Darwin. Jesus, I've got no need to sell this week. Away to Brentford. Home to Tottenham. He's going to score in the derby, isn't he? Surely. A few weeks to game week 12 yet. Is it mad to bring Dalot in this week? We both too defensive. Odegaard is blanking a lot. Yeah, Kulusevski, I've already owned him this season, and I am, like, if anything, his stats are down on last season. Look, he's not even in this. I've not mentioned him when we've looked at stats. Let's compare him to Gordon's my favourite at the minute. Let's see if we can find a better player. Who we talking about? Let's have a look at Kulusevski. He's had more points, to be fair. 1 goal, 2 assists. Expected points aren't as high. Expected goals way down on last season, that is. Expected assists similar to Anthony Gordon, who we identified before as not being like massive, to be honest. And Richarlison, well, he's Spurs' best player at the minute, isn't he? Creating chances, but no shots in the box. He's only had 5 all season. 1 shot on target all season. Not Kulusevski for me. Who else are we looking at? Almiron. So similar points, 1 goal, no assists. His expected points not so bad. Expected goals 1.6, half of Gordon. Obviously he's 0.5 cheaper, but he's had 3 big chances, 8 shots in the box, 3 shots on target. He's not going to be a high expected goals that though. For that, to be fair, for 3 shots on target, 11 shots. 26 touches in the box, so he's getting into the box. Lots of passes in the final third. No, not many through balls, not that many crosses either. Not creating that many chances, to be fair, and his expected assists are not looking too good neither, to be honest with you. He's not for me, but I don't think he's... If £5 million was your budget and you needed to bring other players in, I don't think he is the worst £5 million out there. Let me just go back. Amir on the expected goal list is way down there, I think. There, 17th, 18th. Just behind Odegaard and De Bruyne, believe it or not. De Bruyne's going to score though, and he is going to bag loads of assists. Jesus isn't great stats wise. Ward-Prowse. Gordon's not even great fixtures coming up. Do you not think? In terms of offence rank, next 10 game weeks, Everton come 8th. I don't think that's the worst. It's hard, the hardest fixtures have just been, and he's done all right in them, to be fair. And 5.5, I think, is good value for money. Like I say, I think he's going to be playing further forward, moving forward. Got him way back in the comments here. I would recommend you to sub Maguire in for Patterson and Phil Jones for Cancelo. Not bringing Phil Jones in for Cancelo, mate. That just ain't happening. So, biased Arsenal fans yesterday compared Thierry Henry against Alan Shearer and Eric Cantona. Said that Thierry Henry is the greatest Premier League player ever. What a load of... That is, what are my thoughts? Greatest Premier League player ever. Thierry Henry's in the list. Oh my God. The greatest Premier League player ever. There's a part of me thinks that he's just joined the league and his name's Erling Haaland, if I'm going to be totally honest. But, and that's big. I've not said that about any player for a very long time, but he does look something else, doesn't he? His legs are just so goddamn long. He reaches things just like I've not seen anybody do ever. Best Premier League player ever. Jesus. We talking strikers? Well, they all strikers, aren't we? Alan Shearer, Eric Cantona. They're all different strikers. Number one. Oh my God. There's arguments for all of them. I mean, I tell you, I used to love watching, and that was Dennis Bergkamp. Wow, what a player! Gianfranco Zola, what a player! Also, out of those, if I was going to choose I don't know, Eric Cantona was some player. To be fair, did what he did for Man United was phenomenal. But then Alan Shearer, probably one of the best strikers ever. I do love a number 9. Anyway, back to me transfers. Let's have a look. Shea Adams sucks. Yeah, he does. Everton's not a big team. Depends what your definition of a big team is, mate. I beg to differ there. Who am I going to captain? Don't know yet. Wissa. All right, see you later, Josh, mate. Take care. Is Gordon playing as a striker? He's not playing as a striker, mate. No, he's playing as like a... almost like that role, if you like, that Salah's played at Liverpool for so long. Not that I'm comparing the two players, but he's playing that wide forward that'll sort of like, that wants to cut in, albeit we're playing with a striker. So he's playing in like in a front three, certainly playing on the counter. But he does and will interchange that. You know, they've been playing that way this season. He's. When I hear him like talk, he wants to be, and I know they all do, but not many of them come out and say he wants to be a top player. Goals and assists is what he sees that as, and I hear him talking about goals and assists all the time. What about Wissa? Not a. Let's put him in the list. Let's see what he says here. Not for me. Why isn't it showing him? There he is. So 8 points so far this season. That's not a good start. He's had 1 assist, 0 goals, 0.8 in total. Expected assist 0.5. 1 through ball, 2 crosses, 1 shot on target. Not quite delivered on his potential either. It's not for me. Arsenal up this week, then Bournemouth, Newcastle, Brighton, Chelsea, Aston Villa. I think there's some tough fixtures in there, to be fair. Certainly with Arsenal straight up. Not this week. I really don't know what to do. I need to concentrate on it a little bit more. I do want to bring Gordon in, though. Now I've been looking at those midfielder stats. I've got to be honest. You remember the one against Crystal Palace? Which one, mate? Oh, the goal. Whisper's scored 2 goals this season. Why is it saying he hasn't then? Totals. What's the Opta stats? Mid. Search. Goals 2. That's interesting. 22 points. Has he got them mixed up? Anyway, he has got 2 goals according to that there, yes. That was a bit bizarre, wasn't it? .4. Brentford. Maybe I'm not considering. Let's look at the fixtures. Brentford have got good fixtures. In terms of offence, they are, according to this, the #1 team. Not up against Arsenal this week, though. Bournemouth, Newcastle, Brighton, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Wolves, Forest. Finishing up with Man City. Can Brentford keep their current form going, though? That's what I do worry about, that sort of thing. Where are they in the league? Let's have a look at the table. Let's see how teams are doing. Brentford 8th. Normally you see their form. Where's their form? Win, draws and losses and all that. Do we need to make this bigger? I don't know. Right, anyway, let's oh God. I really don't know what to do this week. Really don't know what to do. Yeah, the website broke. It did, didn't it, mate? Very much so. Very much so. Let's look at my team again. Where's the weakness? So the Silver's a weakness. I'm not going to get any points there, am I? Ward's a weakness. I mean, Nico Williams, Fulham at home. I don't think that's a bad shout. Wolves away, Cancelo, that's fine. West Ham at home for Patterson. I don't think that's a bad shout. Not worried. This is what these guys are in the team for. I think they're okay. That worries me. Ward in goal, to be honest with you. But if anything, Ward is 100% due a return. I mean, he's getting better. After his 4 1-pointers, he's had two pointers. Is he due a return up against Tottenham away? Maybe he will. Maybe he will. These things happen strangely sometimes, don't they? Maybe Leicester will just go there and shut up shop for the game. Try and bring a point back. Because they're not doing very well, are they? Bottom of the league. So that one I don't like in my team. The Silver I don't like in my team. They're just filling in a space. Quite happy to have Andreas playing. Quite happy to have Martinelli playing. Quite happy to have De Bruyne, Haaland, Jesus, and obviously Darwin. Could be any of these here. But for somebody else. Thing is, if I sell Alexander-Arnold and then transfer the Silver, it doesn't leave me in any better position. I'm still only 10 players because Alexander-Arnold has to go to the lot to raise the funds, so I might need to take a hit this week, which seems ridiculous because I could just go to Trippier like everybody else is doing in one transfer. I need to go get me vape. Do you reckon if I phoned my good wife in the house, because like I say, I am in my shed, she would bring out my vape for me? Or do you reckon that's cheeky? Should we try? Oh, phone's dead. Oh. Right, I'm going for a wee break. I'll be back literally in 2 minutes. I'm going to get me vape. I'm not making me transfers in a rush. I feel like I did that a little bit last time. But I am making them tonight. But not under any pressure. Yeah, 2 minutes, I'll be back. Loves you. Wow, I'm back. Sorry about that. Wee break. Who would you go for, Wood, Prowse or Gordon? I'm only using for the next 1 to 3 fixtures. Right. Let's change this for 3 fixtures then. 3 game weeks. Rank. Southampton 4. Everton 8. Why can't I see that all of a sudden? There's that. Oh, we want 4 fixtures, don't we? Because game week 7 was a blank. Just rank them up again. Southampton 9, Everton 11. So Southampton have got Villa away, who are conceding goals. Everton at home. And then Man City away. Everton have got West Ham, Southampton, and then Man United at home. It's Gordon for me. It's got to be Gordon. That Man City fixture, although we have got Man United as well, but we've got them at home. And Goodison Park can get itself up for the game, which helps massively in these sorts of games. Now, yeah, that would be my choice, I think, because I think I am gonna bring him in for De Silva. I might even bring a new goal. I might even bring Pope in, which makes me feel ridiculous because I could have done that last night. Before he's had a price rise. Did he get the price rise? And then one of these. But I need a player that's going to play. See, I don't want to be stuck with a player I don't want. That's the problem. Smoking's bad, everybody. I've given up. This is not to be encouraged either. But this is better than smoking for the time being. I will be giving this up soon too. It's always biased. I am an Evertonian. I'm trying not to be, but I've got the funds, I suppose, to, if I'm selling Alexander-Arnold, to bring in either or, and I personally wouldn't bring him in at 6.5. I think I'll be bringing Rashford in before I brought in, not this week obviously, before I brought Ward-Prowse in. He just doesn't... How did he do last season? In the end. Let's go. Whole season's worth of data. Let's have a look. There he is. So we ended up on 160 points. Let's go per 90. Expected goals 0.17, expected assists 0.14, so 0.31 expected goal involvement. So every sort of 3 to 4 games. Goals 0.28. So yeah, again, every 3 to 4 games, I think you're going to get the return off him. 0.14. If you're happy with 1 return in 3, possibly 4 games, I think that's what you're going to get from him. Bonus points. Per 90, 21. Oh, that's bonus point system. He got some last season. How many did he get in total? 21 bonus points. So he's a bonus point man. But yeah, I do reckon Gordon will give more points than Prowse in the next 3 games. But like I say, the name is Livesy loves it. I ain't no expert, mate. Yeah, you're above me in the league, so you make the choice. Of course, that's just my thoughts. So I've still got Gordon in my team there, but that doesn't help my situation. I'm open on 2 pages here, aren't I? That's the team. Oh, why can't Man United just be playing this week? Make life so much easier. See, so many players on a wild card this week. I don't want to be just playing with 10 players because I feel already hindered 1, 2 times, and then we're taking some punts on players that haven't been, getting the returns. 1 return there for Patterson, 1 return for Nico Williams. So I'm already got a week and team up against some wildcard teams, looking to improve. My overall ranks are still at 2.4 million. So I'm in the top 25%, over 10 million players now. I don't want to fall behind this week. And I've got 2 free transfers. So I can't not. Sergio Canos from Brentford plays as a winger, but is listed as a defender in FPL. He's currently injured. But what do you think? Mate, if he's playing as a winger, then yeah, but is there? Depends how many Brentford players you want in your team. I suppose it comes down to your structure, really. Yeah, whether you want him in your team or not. If you've got a De Silva in like I have for 4.5, do you want another? If you've got Tony in, they've got some good fixtures in terms of defence coming up and attack. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I suppose the players I'm considering for each sort of position would be, if I was to bring a striker, it'd be Mitrovic, and that would be the striker to leave, would be Jesus. But I'm not going to bring a striker in. Am I being stubborn with Darwin? What do you reckon, Monkey? Am I being stubborn with Darwin? Should I be cashing in on him? I just think he's like my punt, if you like, my differential. And I think he can do really well. You're stubborn with him, yes. Oh, mate. Let's have a look at some striker stats. Can we go per 90? Yeah, yes it is. Right. So per 90 minutes, expected goals, because obviously he ain't been on the pitch that much, has he? Oh, we're on midfielders. Well, let's look midfielders and forwards together because they are the attackers. Interesting. Look at that, expected goals. Why is that 4.5 million? Oh, we're on last season. That's interesting. Last season. Gordon. For Liverpool? Oh, that's why. It must be a different player. Right. Let's hide the low minutes players. Let's go to this season. Maybe that's what happened before with the stats. Maybe I was on the wrong season. So, expected goals this season. Let's keep it on forwards because we were talking. So, Haaland, Mitrovic, Kane. I think a lot of people have switched off Kane, haven't they? But I think their fixtures are not as bad moving forward as they have been in the last couple of weeks. Website broke again. That's probably me, mate. He only returned the first game week. Expected goal involvement. Have I hidden him because he's a low minutes player? Yeah. Hid him because he's a low minutes player. 1.8 million. GW9 though, even more. Only 10 minutes though. But at least Darwin's played 176 minutes, so it's not the worst comparison. I don't want to say he's up there with Haaland, but he is. Kane at 1.2s. I think he's going to bang when he gets in. I really do. And I think it'll be a mistake. I've already made one mistake this season in bringing him in the week I did for Tony. I brought him in a week too early. So I've already made that mistake. I can't make another mistake with him again, can I? Surely, by getting rid of him. I know he's not playing this week, I suppose. It's not going to hurt me this week, but I don't want to be bringing him back in, because I think I will. I think I'll want to. I mean, there was a part of me that brought him in to cover for Salah, which I don't think is going to be as much of a problem moving forward, to be honest with you. But he will be a differential next week for me. Oh my God, I don't think I've ever been so confused about what to do with the transfers. Part of the reason is I never have 2 free transfers. Another part of the reason is I historically take way too many hits. So this season I'm determined not to. Should I just bring Mitrovic in for Darwin? And then bring Darwin back in game week 12 for Jesus when he goes on a blank. Two Super Sundays up against Arsenal and Man City. Away to Arsenal, home to Man City. Maybe that's the shout. Maybe that's the shout. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. And then bring him in for Jesus, game week 12. Southampton, Forest, Chelsea, Wolves. I don't like that run of fixtures. Everton, City, United. Maybe that is the move. Let's have a look. Now there's some tough fixtures there. Sorry if I'm not reading your comments at the moment. Let me just put Mitrovic in. That make you happy, eh, monkey? Oh, if Darwin starts in front of Jota, I think it's worth it to keep him. Yeah, he's not guaranteed though, is he? See, I was almost transferring him out then, monkey. This one's the hardest. Let's go. Let's see what we got with this. So Mitrovic. That would give me 11 players, wouldn't it? And then the silver to Gordon. And then I'll keep an eye on Zaha and Anthony, and basically they can sort of fight it out. Zaha's got it at the minute, but maybe I'll transfer him out for Anthony. 1.5 in the bank in the coming game weeks. And possibly Alexander to the lot. What would that give me as a starting 11? Sanchez. So, Ward in goal still. Part of me thinks just take a punt on Ward. You're not going to catch me if you get Mitrovic. Mate, you may get further ahead as well, though, if I don't get him. Fact of the matter is, if I want 11 players this week, one of those players has to go, don't they? Now, this probably, Monkey, you're amazing to stay with me. Probably not the most exciting stream for everybody. Anybody else that might be watching, I'm not sure how many people are watching, to be honest with you. Just you and me, Monkey. Oh no, there's two of us. Somebody else has joined in, but yeah, I really haven't got a clue what to do tonight. I really haven't. Should you just get the guitar out? But I am going to make my transfers tonight. I am. I need to. I need to. I need to. So for 11 players, I've got to transfer. I've got to transfer one of these out. Alexander-Arnold, Darwin, James or Zaha. Let's rank them. James definitely staying. Darwin, I want to keep. I want to keep him. I think I do. 11 I've got now, mate. This is the 11 I've got now. Can you see that? Let me make that like that. And you can see it there. That's the 11 I've got right now. Like I say, 2 free transfers. Nice one, Monkey. You stay on, mate. You stay on. Ah. Everybody else is on a blank. So to get 11, one of these has to go. I'm not adverse to keeping any of them, to be honest with you. I suppose Liverpool have got the look at the fixtures. I'm not getting rid of James. He isn't going at all. And I think Zaha's got the fixtures moving forward. 10 game weeks. Up to game week 16. Offensively. Brentford. Who's in my team? That I'm looking at. Darwin, Zaha. Let's have a look. Offensively, Darwin and Zaha. Liverpool. Wow. 16th. I wonder if that's because of the blanks. Crystal Palace 14th. Neither have got great fixtures. According to the fixture difficulty, of course. Who would you sell out of those? You think I should go for 352? And get rid of who, mate? Zaha, I suppose, then. Zaha to Gordon. Gives me a starting 11. And then I can either upgrade De Silva or Ward. I could do both, I suppose. No, I think Ward's due. Ward is due. Ward is due. I'm a bit of a mathematician. I've got a... Yeah, I'm a qualified maths teacher. I don't do it anymore. But yeah, so things like numbers and stuff like that is where it all sort of like comes in for me and where it gets confusing, yeah. Hey, Ivan, hello, mate. League member, welcome. How do, mate? Should you get a wild card this week or next week? Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I'm just having a look at who to move in. Then I'll go, because you're in the league, I'll go and have a look at your team, mate, and see what your team was for last week. Gordon in Zaha, is that what you think as well, mate? Let's go to the transfer. Well, that's more points already, isn't it? That's more points already. 4.2 in the bank. Oh, see, that's opened things up a bit. Oh, I've still got Mitrovic there. That's why. Restore player. 2.2 in the bank. 2.2. Who am I going to replace? I don't think it's ever been this hard. Let's go have a look at your team, Ivan. Might clear me head a little bit. Might clear me head a bit. Leagues. Who really loves it? This, by the way, Ivan Cannibal, this is also Big Nose Monkey 1234. Just to let you know. Here we are in fourth. Alice in Wonderland. Great name. So who's your team? You've got Ramsdale in goal. Alexander-Arnold, Cancelo, Cucurella, Walker, obviously injured. Martinelli, Gross, Salah, Luis Diaz, Haaland, Jesus. Nico Williams, Andreas, Archer. So how many have you got this week? So you're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walker, who's injured, 6. There. Archer's not going to play. 7. 7 of the 13 outfield players. So you've got 6 out. So you've got 7 playing. Ward in goal. You've done no transfers last week. The week before, 1. So you got 2 you got 2 transfers, haven't you, mate? But you're missing 6 players. Am I right? I think that is wildcard territory, mate. If you've still got it, I think I would be. That's what I would say. My thoughts on Neil Maupay, reserved as yet, mate. I'm certainly not bringing him into my FPL team. I'm thinking he may well be a good foil and create a great partnership with Calvert-Lewin if we decide to play 2 up top. And I think that's where he comes in once he's back. And as a backup striker, I think he's better than Rondon, isn't he? So, yeah, I think he's a good signing for Everton, to be honest with you. Obviously not the best, but incrementally, I think he's just right. Loves a battle, bit of a narc, isn't he? Likes to get stuck in, likes to wind up other players. So I think he's a good signing. Oh, mate, do you think I should keep any Liverpool players? Well, I am, as it stands, for the week after. Possibly Trent has been up for discussion to go. Darwin has been up for discussion to go, but I'm currently on keeping him, I think. Because I think he's going to bang. I really do. Tough for you because you're a Liverpool fan. I'm an Everton fan as well, so it's a completely polar sort of like views, but I am considering bringing Gordon in. I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue what to do. I think if you're missing 5 or 6 players though, mate, I think, yeah, go for your wild card. Get on it. Get doing it. What are you waiting for? Would be my thing. We've only got less than 24 hours to go. This could be the longest stream ever with not much done, you know. Yeah, Luis Diaz looks the best player for Liverpool, to be honest, at this minute in time, in my opinion. I wouldn't be getting rid of him. I'd be not if I had enough players, I'd be keeping him on the bench. Whether I bring him in on a wild card to play on the bench, I don't know. Not with the tough fixtures that are coming up. But if I've got him and I wasn't wild carding him, I'd be benching him and keeping him. Trent is up for debate, though, to be fair. I do actually think Zaha to Gordon is a good idea. because it enables me to keep Darwin. I do want to bring Dalot in if I do bring him in for Alexander-Arnold. Yeah. 1 free transfer. £2.2 million. So now my choices are to upgrade. I've just got 2 pages open here. One with... Oh, both with that on. Let's go on to my pick team page. So I can just see the fixtures. So the silver, I think, is my other choice to transfer this week. But see, I'm thinking of bringing Anthony in as well. And then that just feels like a wasted transfer. But I need to do something for this week. So Gordon will be playing up against West Ham. Double Everton, I haven't done that for a while. So I imagine that'll be Gordon. So I'll have the silver in against Arsenal. Ward against Tottenham. Those are my 2 weakest links. Got weak links all over. 4.5, 4.5, 4 million, 4 million. Yeah, no, fair dues, mate. If I wasn't in work, if it wasn't a Friday night 6:30 and I wasn't working up in Blackpool, then I'd probably do the same. Especially as I've waited this long. What's going on with price changes this evening? FantasyFootballFix.com. This is their website. My favourite for price changes. Others are available. You're going to go make a wildcard draft. Go for it, mate. Share it. Send it me on Twitter if you like, mate. We'll bring it up on screen once you've had a go. Absolutely. Let's see who's changing in price. Pope's going up tonight. He didn't go up. Look at that. Progress per hour, right? Who are the big movers? Biggest progress per hour. De Bruyne. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Adam at 12s. Mikalenko. Everton. People going for Mikalenko. You do know Pickford's injured, mind you. Idrissa Gay. Pope. He's going tonight. Trippier's going tonight. Isak. Maybe not. Maybe Trippier won't go. Looks only on 78% tonight. Without doubt, Pope's going tonight. I thought he'd have gone last night. Cancelo, happy days. Gordon's going tonight. Look at that. People interested in him. Perisic. This is wild cards, isn't it? Bowen's in there. Martinelli. People are signing Kulusevski. His form's not there. Bailey. This is wild cards. The wild cards are active. Let's go back and have a quick look and see who are the most transferred in players again. I never actually clicked on the button to see, did I? Let's have a look more. Top transfers in this week. Trippier, 389,000 transfers. Pope, 322. De Bruyne, 317. Lots of people on their wildcards getting rid of... what's his name? Salah. Mitrovic. Isak. Rashford. Cancelo. Perisic. Kane. Bowen is in people's thoughts. Now he's come down to 8.1s. Started off 8.5. One of the biggest drops in FPL this season. Gordon. Maddison. Andreas. Some people starting to take a punt on Son. Never been so low home, but stats just aren't there. Kulusevski. People are transferring in Zaha this week on blanks. Is this early transfers? No, surely not. But these are the main men. Look at them. Mitrovic. Owned as much as De Bruyne. Never would have said that at the beginning. Isak. Loads of transfers in this week. Anyway. Oh, let me share this tweet with you, wildcarders. We've already looked at your team, mate. We can't. This is your team, mate. So this is who we should do. This is what we should be having. But it's different this week, mate, because you haven't got. You're missing 1, 2, 3 players this week. Have you wildcarded this week? Big nose. Taking a hit? Maybe. You're missing Gross as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 players. Edison in goal. Interesting. No De Bruyne. Stuck with Salah. Gross has done well for you. I don't know why I keep avoiding Gross, but I do. I keep thinking he's just not going to keep going for him. Bring the lot in later. No hits this week. Have you got a starting 11, mate? Or you just go in... have you got enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 boom. 5, 6, 7, 8. Subbing Nico for Trent. Yeah. That gives you 1, 2. So that'll be 4 at the back. Edison in goal. And you'll have 1 in midfield. 2 in midfield. 4-2. 4-2-2. I suppose. You've been in Salah off this week, mate. Yeah, you got 2 free transfers. Yes. Who you binning off, do you know? Oh yeah, this tweet I was going to show you. Good tweet. I did message him before, asked if he minded if I'd shared it. I bookmarked it. I shared it on me line. I don't do loads of tweets, but I have started retweeting anything that I think looks worthwhile keeping. So this hashtag FPL Ascension took 200 wildcard drafts from FPL Twitter. This is what he found. Interesting stuff. 94% of drafts had Pope. Most popular defences were Cancelo, Trippier, being in 100% of teams. Andreas and Martinelli were in all the teams. Next most popular picks were Maddison, Bowen, KDB, Son, Zaha, Bailey and Saka in that order. Up top, Haaland was in all of them apart from 1. Brave. Mitrovic was next in all of them. Kane making a comeback. Second most ahead of Freeman, head of KDB. So Haaland and Kane. Isaac, Jesus and Tony also featured in that order. Isaac Moron and Jesus in 200 wildcards on Twitter. 3-4-3 was the most popular featuring formation for people. Yeah, hashtag FPL Essential if you want to go and have a read of that, and it's like retweeted on my timeline as well. So yeah, I thought that was dead interesting. Salah and Archer are going. Interesting, mate. Salah and Archer. And do you know who you're bringing in? Have you made your mind up? Who would I bring in for that if I was you? Not telling you to do it, obviously. Who would I bring in? 13 million, 4.5, or 12.9 now, so 17 odd million. Your Mitrovic, obviously, 10 million in midfield. Sterling, maybe? Oh no, not this week. So hard this week, isn't it, with the blank? You think you've made your mind up? Who have you gone for in midfield? That's the one, mate. I know you got to go for Mitrovic. He's your main man. Although, let me tell you from experience, having owned Calvert-Lewin previously, when he lets you down, it hurts. I'm sure you've owned him before previous seasons, but yeah, when he lets you down, it hurts twice as much. But on the flip side, when he does well, oh, wow. You're thinking Gordon? You're thinking Gordon? Right. Let's get back to my transfers. Look at me dilly-dallying. I've never, ever taken this long. It's because I'm not so sure what to do. And that's how it's been like that all season for me, to be honest with you. I don't know why. I wonder if it's because I'm trying to do me transfers live for everybody. Or for me, because I just, yeah, think that's a good thing to do. I usually just make them like, and then go, shit, did I do it? Gordon or Ward-Prowse, yeah. I think Zaha's the one that's got to go, isn't it? Or is it Alexander-Arnold for Trippier? Left field turn last minute. See, I've only got 6.7 million myself. I'm then stuck in the same sort of boat. There's nobody I want in midfield at 6.7 for the silver. That's the problem. So I'm almost tempted. Maybe I should. Maybe I should sell Darwin. Bring him back game week 12. See what happens with him and Jota in the next few weeks. That'd just be gutting though, after losing them points on Tony. I've never been in such a quandary. Head or your heart? Can, mate, yeah. I know. Trying to get that balance though, isn't it? Maybe I should just go Alexander-Arnold to Trippier and to hell with it and bring Gordon in for De Silva. How would that look? So Trippier at the back for Darwin and then Gordon in for De Silva. And then bring the lot in a couple of weeks for Nico Williams. Right. Here's what I'm doing, I think. Gordon and Mitrovic in for Darwin. So I want to keep Zaha for next week. And I might even... Yes, that's it. What rank are you? Me. I am 2.5 million at this minute in time. Big Nose Monkey's currently 159k. So yeah, this is why I'm taking my time, because I need to get this right tonight. That's it. So I'll do that. Doing it. Done it. Done it. Done it. Had to do it because otherwise I'll be here all night. That's where I'm at the minute. 353 points, 2.465 million. You've taught me something. Now let's see exactly the chances you're doing. Well, mate, you're top of the league, so maybe that's right. Maybe that's right. You may still go for Ward-Prowse. Right, let's have a look now then. Full starting 11. Double Fulham, double Everton. I suppose the only question now, with 1.5 million in the bank, is do I take a hit and bring in a goalkeeper for Ward, who is going to play? Likelihood of getting points so far has been none. Away to Tottenham, Saturday evening kickoff. They're going to score, aren't they? He was awful. He might not even play. He was that bad. De Silva isn't playing anyway. Nah. That looks like a good team. You liking the look of that, mate? Deal done. Yeah, deal is done. What do you think? No, I'm contemplating taking a hit now. Sanchez to Pope, possibly even Sarr. No, not Sarr. Not up against City. No. Let's have a look at the defensive fixtures for the next 10 game weeks. Defence ranking: Newcastle up top, West Ham, Fabianski. Can't bring him in against Everton. No, just sign Gordon because he's going to score. Wolves, 4th. All that time. Oh, Tottenham. Brentford. There's Brighton all the way down here. Never seen Liverpool so low in any of these rankings. 17th. Must be this blank game week. Let me know, Mark. If you're watching, get Henderson. No chance, mate. Pope has to get 4 more points than Ward. He does, doesn't he? That's my thinking. And then, obviously, looking at this, it's got some great fixtures moving forward. Fulham, Brentford, Man United, Everton. That's a toughie. Tottenham, Villa, Southampton, Chelsea. I had Nick Pope for 4.5 million when it was a thing. I've always done well on my keepers as well, on the 4.5s. Pickford, I think, would have been the one, but he's got himself injured. I saw that video of Ward. Oh my God. Just looked absolutely awful. He can't start the next game. Does he start the next game? It's going to happen, yeah. I think so too, mate. They're terrible, aren't they? No hits all season. I think there's going to be lots of hits out there this week. Lots of people have Trippier. I don't need to. It's a little safeguard against that, isn't it? I suppose. But with that means I won't be bringing Trippier in because I do not want to double up on any defence this season after seeing what happened to double Liverpool defence owners at the beginning of this season. Do you know what? I'm going to do it. Done it. First hit of the season. There we go. Let's have a look at that now. Let's make this a bit. Okay. Pope in goal. Nico Williams against Fulham at home. Pope got Bournemouth. Cancelo against Wolves. Can do bits there. Patterson. West Ham at home. Lovely. Gordon in form. Andreas up against Forest. Martinelli up against Brentford. Can do well. I think he can score against anyone this season, the way he's playing at the minute. De Bruyne, equally. Mitrovic against Forest. Haaland against Wolves. Captain, absolutely. Jesus, Brentford. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it does. It does. It is going to rise, isn't it, mate? To be fair, it's going up tonight. That's it. I'm happy with my team for next week. If I ain't got time to do a team selection video, I'm back up at leaving the house half 5 tomorrow morning for Blackpool. Oh God! I wonder if Ivan's got himself a wild card yet, mate. You got a wild card yet, Ivan? Are you still with us? How many people own Gordon? Let's have a look, mate. Anybody who's watching now, I can see there's 3 of you online. Do join the league. We do like league analysis on a weekly basis. Haven't in this last week and a half because it's just been madness. God, I've had my girls like throwing up. I've been ill. My wife's been off work sick. It's just been crazy. Obviously, what's happened with the royal family as well. It's just been mental. But owning Gordon, well, I do. You're going to tomorrow. 4% owned. So lovely differential. Threat 2 of 270. Happy with that. Overall, 17 of 16 of 627. It's not bad, that. Yeah. I think he'll do all right. I think he'll do all right. 5.5. I think he'll do better than Neto did at the beginning of the season anyway. Yep, I'm happy with that team. I've managed to hold on to James, Zaha. Trent is there if I want to do it. It's worth it. Make Gordon captain. No, mate. No, mate. What are you trying to do to me? I can never... No. The captaincy stays on this man unless somebody can convince me otherwise along the way. Every single game week, mate. It's just not coming off him. It's just not coming off him unless there's a glaringly obvious other choice. And I don't see it this week. If Mitrovic had Notts Forest at home, maybe, but I don't think I'd be captaining Mitrovic. No, Jesus lost those rights with all the blanks he got me. Make him vice captain. No, mate, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's it goes. It's like it's a big thing for me to have 2 Everton players in my team just because. Yeah, can't do it. Been too biased in the past. Been too biased in the past. Right, well, no reply from Ivan to see if he's done his wild card. So we won't be having a look at that. And that, I think, is there anything else I said I was going to do? Well, loads of stuff, which I probably haven't done. But we've been on for, what, 2 hours or so? 2 hours, 13 minutes. Big Nose, thanks for joining me for the entirety, mate. Much appreciated. Absolutely fantastic stuff from our league leader. Great news. Don't forget, if you are watching this now or watching it post-stream, fair dues for sticking through 2 hours and 13 minutes. If you are, do subscribe, like the video, share it. And all I've got left to say is have a fantastic game week number 8, which I've advertised the video as game week 9. And yeah, don't forget who loves you. Me, Livesy loves you. See you later, guys. I'm out of here.